Hi, it's Steve Bustin here from Get Your Voice Heard. I'm here with another top tip for you to get your voice heard from the stage. The end of your presentation is possibly the most important part of that presentation because it's what people are going to go out thinking about. So you need to end with a bang, not a whimper, just like your opening. Now your ending section needs to achieve three things. There needs to be a recap or summary of your main points. Just remind people about the main things you want them to remember or potentially act on. And that's the second. There needs to be a call to action. What do you want people to do as a result of what you've just told them? And I would argue if you can't think of a call to action, if you can't think of something you want your audience to do, that a presentation is probably not the right format. Maybe you should disseminate this information in another way. If there's no call to action, why are you going to expect people to give up their time and their attention just to listen for no reason? The third thing your closing section needs to do is it needs to leave a great final impression. Now, let's face it, there are lots of really dull ways of closing your presentation. That's it. Any questions? Or click, 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 and suddenly we're looking at the desktop picture of your kids because you've just clicked out of your last slide. They're all really dull ways to end a presentation. Think about some more creative options. Lots of things. Images, videos, music, sound effects, jokes, cartoons, quiz. All these sorts of things can be a great way to bring your presentation to a really strong close. And yes, they are very similar to the ways you can open your presentation. And there's a reason for that. Because actually they really make people think. People respond really warmly to these sorts of creative approaches. So don't end your presentation with a whimper, end it with a bang. Go out on a high note. You want people to leave the room talking about what you have just told them. So there's another tip, another way for you to get your voice heard from the stage.